Hello everyone, today I want to talk about two very different cultures. Colombia is a country in South America known for its friendly people, traditional music like cumbia and vallenato, and delicious coffee. Japan's culture, on the other hand, comes from Asia and it is famous for its technology, anime, tradition, and discipline. But cultures are very rich but also very different. In this video, I will share three main differences between Colombia and Japan: behavior, visualization, and values.
So, how is the people or the behavior? So, in Colombia, people are very expressive and social. It's completely normal when you are walking on the street to see other people talking loudly and laughing loudly, and also when you are taking public transport like bus in this country, and maybe you can hear or listening other people listening music la vallenato llanera that was created in this place, or maybe talking on the phone with other person, or maybe laughing loudly. This is completely normal in this country. But to different like Colombia, Japan is very different. The behavior is very different because the people are more reserved in their self, because when you are taking a public transport like train or bus, the people maybe is more silent, or also, or maybe when you are, maybe with the dinner, when you are eating your dinner in Colombian, people are very excited talking with other and laughing and eating. But in Japan is very different because the people are eating in completely silence. They are so passive, and I consider that they appreciate so much the silence.
Now, visualizations. Colombians often see life a more relaxed and flexible way. For example, if a meeting is at 3 p.m., some people may arrive 3:15 or 3:30, and it is still considered normal. This relaxed attitude is also reflected in celebrations. In Colombia, birthday and parties usually start later than planned, and people don't mind. In Japan, visualization is more structured. Time is extremely important. If a meeting starts at 3 p.m., people will arrive to 50 to be ready. This shows how they can plan careful and respect schedules. Another example is how they visualize work and school. In Colombian, people study and work hard, but there is also a lot of space for social life and breaks. In Japan, more disciplined students and workers often visualize their goals in long-term planning, and they believe in order, structure, and following the rules and achieve success.
In Colombia, family is the center of life. Most people live close to their parents, and family reunions are very common. For example, Christmas is celebrated with the interfamily, eating traditional food like puñuelos and natilla, and listening to music together. Respect is important, but the strongest value is union and affection between family members. In Japan, values are more connected to the respect, discipline, and responsibility. For example, Japan's children are taught from a young age to respect older people by bowing, using polite language, and even giving up their seat on public transportation. In Colombia, friendship is very important. People are warm, sociable, and like spending time with friends. In Japan, friendship is based on trust and respect. Friends support each other and value harmony in their relationships.
And another big difference between Japan and Colombia is the food. In Colombia, we prepare our food using different plants to add flavor and color food. So, usually we divide our dish in two parts. The first part is the soup, and you add a plant that is called cilantro to add flavor and to add color. So, the second part is the rice, the meat, and potato. This is an example in a common lunch in a common day. So instead of in Japan, rice and fish are essential, and the ramen and the sushi are very traditional of this country. So in Japan, they focuses on balance and a healthy life, and they eat a lot of vegetables. So, and another difference between Japan and Colombia is how we eat the food. So in Colombia, we use fork, spoon, and knife to eat our food. And in Japan, they use a chopstick that is a tool very common in the Asian continent to eat their food.
In conclusion, Colombia and Japan are two countries with very different ways of living. Colombians are expressive, social, and family oriented, while Japanese people are respectful, disciplined, and very punctual. This culture difference in behavior, visualization, and values are not good or bad. There are shows simply different ways of seeing the work. Personally, I find them very interesting because they teach us that culture shapes how people live, act, and think. By learning about them, we can be more open-minded and respectful with others. And that's all. Thank you for listening.